Hey guys, Arden here, and I'm starting off my reign as incoming regent with a focus on each craft per month. So for the first month, because it's kind of what I do, I'm going to start off with macrame. So I'm going to show you guys how to start off a belt. This is actually a belt that I'm doing for Dame Cowan from Bitter Coast. It's going to be a rainbow macrame belt. It's going to be super easy for you guys to see all the where those different strands are going. Start off your belt that we're going to be showing here today. We're basically going to take your macrame cord to its desired length, and what I usually do is I take about 4 wingspans length, just so I make sure I have enough on the end to tie it off, because there's nothing worse than starting your belt and then realize you didn't pull enough to have a good dangle on the end of your belt. So when I say wingspan, I take the end here and I pull 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that is your belt. So from there, I've already done the other strands, so I'm going to take my 2 ends. I'm going to take it all the way down to the halfway point. So I've got this section right here. So I'm going to attach this to my ring now, where I've already done the other strands. So we're going to take this loop, we're going to take it on this side of the ring, then on the bottom, and we're going to take the open end, we're going to take it through the loop, and then making sure you don't pull your loop along with it, just pull that through, and then you're going to tighten it, and it pulls into a tight loop. And see, now that brings all of our colors together. Now you can use this multiple ways. You can use a hook, or you can use your feet. Some people don't like using their feet, so I'm going to show it on a hook for here, just for simplicity's sake. Alright, so to start off, I'm going to take this one all the way on the left. We're always working from our left, and we're going to go over, under, repeating all the way across the row. Making sure we're consistent in the same order. And now we've got 7 strands on top and 7 strands on bottom. The strand all the way on the left that we started with is going to go in between the top and the bottom strands. So that makes the basis for your row. And you're going to pull it all the way across, pulling everything tight and even. And I'm going to get that over to the right side and leave that up there for right now. Now we come to our next row. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over, under. It's got to be the same as every single row. It doesn't matter if you do under first or over first, but all that matters is that it's the same from row to row. And making sure that you're keeping your tension tight, otherwise you'll be able to put your hand and fingers through the belt. So now we got 2 strands open on the end here. So the strand we just pulled over is going to become our new strand that's on the outside, and the strand we dealt with on the first row is going to fold over top of our new, and that forms our weave. So I'm going to pull all these. I'm going to separate just one more time, and I'm going to pull them tight, just like that. So that way it makes our weave tight, and that's our row. Now again, we're going to do the same thing. Now I've got this starting from the left again. I'm going to go over, under, all the way across. And you'll notice as we're going through our weave that the colors are going to be shifting diagonally across the belt. So now our red is all the way over on the right, and our orange is coming through. And I'm pulling it tight again, and making sure that I can't get my fingers through. Nothing worse than having a loose woven belt. It doesn't look good, and it's going to come apart on you. So you're just going to keep on weaving through and continue the pattern. And I did it with the rainbow because it's easy for you all to see at home which strand is going to the right place. Alright guys, so we've got our full length of the belt now. And so I'm going to show you guys how to tie it off. So we've got our strand on the end. This particular belt the person wants this ended in purple. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a half hitch knot to tie it off. So I'm going to show you guys the basic tie off. So I'm going to take this end piece all the way around and back across. So now we've got this piece that's come all the way around, and we're going to take it underneath of the loop we just made. And now that's going to make our knot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it right here and pull it tight, making sure it doesn't curl the belt. So it makes a nice knot. Then we're going to keep doing the same thing underneath and over top and through. And it does the same exact thing. Try and keep it. I try to keep my knots around the same spot for this tie off, but it's okay if it turns a little bit. And then you notice I left myself plenty of macrame, because most people like tassels left on their belt to hang. So I make sure that's why I pull the extra material at the beginning for this step. Because for this one it was easy because they knew exactly which color they wanted, but sometimes you don't know, and you won't know where it's going to end. So again, all the way through and around. And you notice it likes to try and slide its way down. You just have to kind of keep moving it around, keep that knot tight, because it will come undone over time if you let it be loose. And usually I only do about 5 or 6 of these, depending on how I want the belt tie off to be. So we're at 4 right now. I don't like going super far with it, because it starts getting narrower and narrower the further down you go. You want to make sure it doesn't mess up the integrity of the belt. So that's 4 and 5. And I'll probably end it right there. So we've got all of our pieces there. Now all that's left is just cut our pieces off. So you're going to take your scissors, and pretty simple step. Don't hurt yourself with scissors, guys. You got all your pieces, and trying to lay them out a little bit. And I like to leave a good amount, because for the end I'm going to tie them off in knots. So what I cut it about, I don't know, 6 inches away from there, so it gives me plenty of room, and I'll just cut right through. And there we go. So you have excess piece of scrap left. So to finish it off, I'm going to take my lengths and I'm going to just put them in knots. Go around and through. I'm try and keep the knot towards the end, so it doesn't. So that way I don't have a whole bunch of excess macrame when I burn the ends. So I'm going to go through and knot at all 14 of my strands here. Here we have it, guys. The last little bit, I melted all the ends so that they won't fray after a little bit of wear. So we have the entire completed belt from start to finish. And you notice when you look at it, the weave is tight. There's no separation except for the very beginning where there's not much you can do about that. You just have to get as tight as you can. And you also notice that there aren't any cross strands, even on the back. The back and the front are the exact same weave. And it just ends with the tap. Thanks you guys for watching. So if you guys have any questions about any of the weaving that I did in this video, I'll be at Park, or you can message me on Facebook. I'm usually pretty active. So looking forward to teaching you guys more as the month goes on, and looking forward to the rest of this rain. Thanks guys.